Hello everyone, Virgin AI still here. Yeah, this is a mess. Let's clean that up, shall we? There we go, everything's all cleaned up, and yeah, those are there on purpose. Because these are for the project I want to work on today. Technically two. What will they be? Well, you're gonna have to see. Steamrays in place now, which is pretty sweet. And let's take a look at this shulker here. Everything at the top there, I got all this while battling all those drowned. I got 20 drowned heads, 18 gold, 2 tridents, and 2 nautilus shells, and a whole bunch of rotten flesh. This is a very effective drown hunting grounds right here, isn't it? They just keep spawning like forever and ever, like infinitely. It's crazy. They must have some sort of like home here somewhere. That's weird. Anyways, that's our first project done for this episode. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? But first, a flying pig. Let's go pop into here. Oh. Alright, so apparently, according to my logs, Steam is a representative of this gigantic flying pig. What's that, piggy? Oh, you can confirm this. Well, thank you for confirming that. But as you can see, right down here is all the rewards for the following collection of items. So the Pegasus wanted Steam to reward Tainro for his efforts. So we dropped him 1, 2, 3 shulkers of sand, 1 shulker of sea lanterns, 3 beacons, and 14 gold blocks. That should equal 21, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yep, there's 21 rewards for the entire thing there. So, congratulations, Tainro, for pleasing this giant flying pig. Alright, let's go work on a project. Alright, here we are at the rocket factory, or factory of sorts, and what we're gonna do is first start by clearing up this area. Alright, so now we have a nice, flat, cleared out area, we could start working on the addition here. And what I'm thinking about doing here is in this little box here. Yes, kelp. I want to make a kelp farm. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I have laid out an area that should more or less be the right size for the farm, but we'll see how that goes. The idea is to have the kelp in this section here in the middle. And the sides would be where the flying machine can go between. So we're going to have 3 spaces for the flying machines and then 5 by 15 for the kelp, which is also basically the max size that I could do for a decent flying machine setup, as well as the other extra parts for the farm that I need. So we will find out if this works. Let's hope it does. Let's hope it does. Alrighty, let's see if this flying machine works. Oh, okay, it worked, but I misaligned this thing here. So let's fill in a couple more furnaces and put the nut block there. So that works, right? And blocks it off. Perfect. Now the water will flow into these sections, and that's okay. All we need is this to go through and break all of the kelp. So, perfect. Sweet. Alrighty. Well, we've got 2 flying machines in here. That's the easy part done. And next part's gonna be more furnaces and building up the little water system here to push all of it in the right direction. Yay! Alright, so now we've got all the non-stickable blocks we need in place, so now we shouldn't have any trouble with anything sticking to the slime blocks. And now the next step is going to be having a collection system, as well as the harvest, like the little extra bit on the top. So I gotta find out how high I actually want to build this thing, because it's gonna have a little topper piece. So let me figure that out. I'll be back. Okay. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting something figured out here. Put in some little viewing windows for fun, because it looks cool, right? You know. And then I've got this part built up a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is fall in a hole, and I think I might build it up to at least the height of this. I think that would be good. So let's hop down like right here. We can go 2, 3, 4, 5 high. That might be good. Go 5 and then bring this in to cap it off. And we can go all the way across to like this. I think that'll work. Let's take a look down here. I could probably go 1 higher. I could go 1 higher with that. It might be kind of cool to have that be like, you know, tucked in underneath here. Just like a bit of a gap up there. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. Okay. Now we've got the tanks, the kelp tanks built. Next step is going to be to actually put the kelp in there, and we're also going to need some redstone timings to activate the note blocks as well as there's one other thing I need. Oh yeah, then there's going to be the little top plate up there, which will be all this stuff. So let me go ahead and do that now. Do you guys like this little jumpity skippity to the next little bit, then the next little bit, then the next little bit? Let me know. Trapdoors are in place all across both sides. Okay, and as you can see, and you can see up there, we got a bunch of pistons in place, which are actually sticky pistons holding redstone blocks, so that when we trigger this, it'll push it all down and opening all the trapdoors, allowing for the kelp to be able to flow, because we're going to have water in this whole channel here, and the trapdoors, when they're closed, will push everything down to the end. When they open up, they'll allow things to float a little bit higher to make sure that everything is up at the top and pushed down to the end. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this with water. I'm going to hook up a hopper clock to this, basically, if I'm going to do it in the middle. So right here, I'm going to build a hopper clock, like roughly about, so the redstone block is like right here, so that I can activate both of these. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop down inside. Oh, actually, I just remembered, I need to come in here and I need to waterlog all of these trapdoors. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that, and I'll be back. And here we have it. We got our hopper clock set up. I might need to adjust the timing a little bit, but basically, as you can see here, whenever it triggers, it'll activate all of these sticky pistons, which will then open up all of the trapdoors down below, and it should stay open long enough, which is why I need to probably adjust the timings so that all the items can float up to the top. And as you can see, I've got kelp on that side. It's already starting to grow, so I'm going to go ahead and put kelp on the other side. And then we got to set up a hopper clock to trigger the, whatchamacallem? The flying machines, yes, those things, the things that fly around and break the kelp. So I got to do that next. This is looking pretty cool. I'm liking it so far. I kind of like how the kelp will grow up in front of all those sea lanterns, and you can see the kelp in front of them. That's pretty cool looking, and it's kind of a trippy effect here too, with that like one wall in the middle. Sweet. Alright, we've got a nice little area. Oh, cannot see very well here. Got a nice little area cleared out here. Yep, there we go. Perfect, now we can see it better. To put in a collection system. So let's get some, let's get some rails in here, so we can send a hopper minecart around to gather all the bamboo, kelp. So we can gather all the kelp. Yeah, gotta get all that kelp. All right, let me get on that now. I appear to be out of power rails, so I'm gonna go buy some. All right, here we go. Is the help arm big? Kind of. So we want to, we have stairs here. Let's use these new stairs. Yay! Okay. So if we head on over here to this, gotta first pull out the AI wallet. We're gonna buy some power rails from this guy. I think just grabbing that, yes, that should be plenty. That's all I can currently grab with the ingots, but let's head back now. Oh, let's put this one over here. There we go, and Tainro's gonna hop in Discord with us. Let's have a chat with Tainro. Whoa, Tainro? I can talk with Tainro, shall we? Alright, Tainro was gonna come over and check out the kelp farm, and what do I see there? Hey, look, it's a Tainro.
Hello, it's me.
What's up? And it's another mini Tainro. Alright.
Yeah, I figured I might be able to hide in there just for fun.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna follow the path here.
Hey, look,
and
you got one too.
I did, right?
I got one of these.
Weird manga box. Oh no. I keep saying manga.
I know, I keep saying the M.
It's a dream box.
I know. I called it that in one of my videos. I was like, oh, hey, look, check out this. My dream Sheezo. This is so cool. The M for MangaMaD. It's awesome.
Oh, I know what he did.
What's that?
This is all the pricings and stuff, so we know how much things are. It's one gold ingot for a stack of slime. It's one gold ingot for a stack of iron. It's 2 gold ingots for a silk tut. I think that's what he did.
So are you thinking this is like a free samples box with promotional prices?
Potentially advertising. Yeah, I think he's advertising.
That would make sense. I
a
thought
good
it was
idea.
like a delivery bot that if I took it out of it, I would have to pay that price.
But it possibly could be
don't
that,
know.
but it's based on the prices
That
that
would make more sense.
he has in his shops. So
That would make more sense.
Cool.
Anyway, you had a kelp farm to show me?
yeah,
I want to see what
let's
you're working on.
follow the path here that I never used but looks cool.
Hey,
And is
it gets you where you want to go.
unfinished over here, but so you can
I
see
love
I
that
have
derp
the
smile.
smile. I'm probably gonna keep it there. I might even change it into a different material. But yeah, here we go. In the factory, I've added an addition here, as you can see.
I do, yeah. Very large edition.
For now, it's just regular terracotta because I didn't have cyan dye.
I get you.
Stolen a bunch, but yeah. Basically, the idea is the kelp grows up in the tanks at the top there. Then I have these flying machines that'll be on a hopper clock. So if we go over here, we can go take a look around in the back. I should probably put a little ring thing here just so it's easy to travel on this side too.
Okay.
But if you look back here, oh, not there, bad block. Alright, back here. I decided to put it back here. I was going to put it in the front originally, but it's too long. But basically, there's a hopper clock here that will go off occasionally and activate the flying machine. So it's connected to both of the note blocks on each, so all 4 note blocks on both sides.
And that activates the flying machines?
Yep, so it activates the flying machine back and forth based on a timer. And then if we head up to the top, if you can land on here, it's not as easy. I have another hopper clock here, which will trigger all these pistons, as you can see. Which will...
What is that going to do?
It pushes down the redstone block, which opens the trapdoors. So by closing and opening the trapdoors, it allows the kelp to get up to the top. So this water stream here can pick it up and push it all the way down.
Huh.
Yeah. Interesting little thing I figured out. I'm like, I like this. And it makes sure that I gather all the kelp.
Oh, because the kelp are going to flow. I see. They're just going to go up to the top.
Yeah, they float up to the top.
I'm sorry. In my head, I'm thinking sugarcane farm, and I'm like, but how would they get here in the first place? But I just float. That's how Minecraft
but what
works.
I do need to do is this spot. I need to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's fine.
The redstone.
No. Oh, that's fine.
It's just a one dust. It's right here.
It's totally okay. But basically, I need to make another stream. So what I'm doing, I knock out that layer and let the water flow over, and there'll be another collection system right about where you're standing, like the main collection system.
Okay.
So it'll be like a little waterfall that it'll drop all the stuff in. So you'll be able to see the kelp growing, as well as when it gets harvested and falls down and goes into the storage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I know it grows at a decent rate. Do you know what the actual rate is? Like if you let it go for one full daylight day, would that be enough?
Every tick, it supposedly has a chance to grow. That's about all I know.
Oh, cool.
At a random,
that works.
Random amount, whether or not it does. But currently it's set up with a one wall on that side and in the front, just so it fills it in with water sources. Otherwise, the water flowing down will not allow the kelp to float up.
Can I try it?
It's not currently ready. I guess you can see down here.
If I break this, it won't go?
No. It might, but down here, I just started clearing out space to put a hopper minecart. So grab any of the extra bits.
Hello.
Because there'll be some extra pieces that'll be floating around that'll be down below. So this will make sure I gather any of the stragglers that'll be hiding down here.
I see.
That aren't collected by the main part of the system. Because the flying machines will also, because of the way it's designed, it'll push blocks or push kelp outside of the main area where the kelp's growing. So this will also make sure that it gathers that bit as well.
I see.
So this is just like the extra precaution to get up gather any of the lost. I was going to
say arguably a lossless design.
Yeah, I would say it is, unless for some reason it gets stuck like in a very corner somehow, but I don't think it will. I did a test with a hopper minecart that it should be able to pull through. So yeah, there you go. Activated one.
How does it come back?
It'll be based on the hopper clock. So the hopper clock will trigger both sides every time to make sure that.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Yeah,
I see.
So it doesn't matter what side it's on, it'll trigger. That's why there's redstone going around the edge. But yeah, currently I disabled both of the the hopper clocks because I was trying to fill in the water. So right now it's not going to collect anything, but as you can see, the kelp is just sitting there at the top.
Floating.
But
I don't see it. Oh yeah, okay.
If I go up there and I trigger this by putting a little bit of something in this hopper for a minute. In fact, I could probably just put a... let's do that. This will trigger it. So when it does that, it'll open up all the trapdoors, which will allow the kelp to move slightly higher up. Then when it closes, it'll actually pick up the...
Oh man.
Yeah, it'll actually pick up the kelp and put it on top. So now if you look inside here, you'll see that all the kelp is pushed around at the top. See? Right there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's up to the front.
Yep. So then it will go out to the collection system. It's going to be just a little waterfall. That's it. Yeah. I discovered this randomly when I was just goofing off, and I'm like, well, that's intriguing. I'm going to build that even if it's not an efficient way. It's cool.
Right? There you go.
So,
nice. That's cool.
Bat stick. Is it just me, or do you like always having like one free space in your hotbar so you can have your hand out instead of having to hold something all the time?
I don't usually pay attention to it. Whenever I do pay attention to it, I do try to clear it out, but I'm usually using whatever I have. I don't often run around without like a project that I'm working on.
Because like whenever I'm doing any like clips and stuff, I'll do that and be like, so I have a free hand, because it drives me crazy just having something in my hand all the time.
I usually resort to a sword or rockets. Or COD. Yeah, that works too. Okay, thanks. I just actually put off in my video that I had 2 shulkers full.
I was gonna say, enjoying the free box you got.
Pretty much. One stack out of it anyway.
I literally had 8 shulkers full, so I'm like, why not? I'll go give everybody a free box of fish.
That's crazy.
Alright, well, there's the kelp farm. Everyone say bye to Tainro.
Bye to everyone.
Bye. I've done it. The kelp farm is complete. So there's currently 3 sets of kelp in each of the hopper clocks. So what will happen is there we go, just triggered. Perfect, yes. There we go. As you can see, all the kelp's been broken. It's going up to the top. That's going to open up, which will temporarily close off the water, which is actually a really cool effect. So why is that kelp still there? So it'll be open for a few moments, but it should switch and turn everything to flowing. I do gotta figure out why that did not get broken. Did my... Did my flying machines break? That could be problematic. But let's see how it's going so far. Okay, cool. Right there. This is good. See our hopper. Hopper minecart is right here. And currently it is not going anywhere. Because, this is on, so it's going to be currently locked. Oh, it's a bit of a problem. I need to do like a switch thing here. Because I need that to be able to go back down. But anyways, we got that set up. I may need to adjust the timings for that up there so it activates a bit faster to switch. But, why did... Okay. We appear to have some problems, but there we go, perfect. There goes all the kelp, it gets instantly washed down, and it will come flying through this chain of hoppers here. There we go, you can see it going. Sweet, that's awesome. And then all the kelp will go down into the shulker loader here. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Just gotta work on that one little problem we seem to have over here. And we should have a decent amount of backlog storage for... In fact, I think I'll just... I don't need this. I don't know why I had this there. I actually don't need it. I'm silly. Okay, we'll take this all out. Okay, there we go. We're good. This thing is perfectly fine being its own self-sufficient thing. Like, ooh, look at that. Yeah, we got a lot of kelp out of this one harvest. That's very, very good. But I do need to check on my flying machines, and also there's a little bit of kelp in there I need to put back in. So, But that's gonna be it for this video. I did not receive any transmissions from Steam. I'm not sure why. Maybe they just haven't been transmitting properly or something. But hopefully we'll hear from him next week. Anyways, bye bye. Thanks for watching.